Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back to throw. Archer. That one caught by Gibson. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Back to throw is Archer. Operating from the gun. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. Goff throwing again. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 11 and a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On 1st down, Goff. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Archer looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Archer now on 1st and 10. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Detroit!
Now Archer to throw on 2nd down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Allen's first catch, good for a 1st down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Archer. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
We got 3. 17. 17.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Caught left side Hopkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Go. Hey, Shell. Cut. 120.
Goff on 3rd down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
Pressure up the middle, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
11. Hey, shell.
3rd and long. It's gone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevens. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards him.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Starting left here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's going to go for a big play down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Rams getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
All right. Come on out.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. On second down, here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. That'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah,
they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Detroit!
From the gun, Archer. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw is Archer on 1st down. The 20. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Allen has it left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Archer operating from the gun. And his throw here is incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They'll toss it to Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Elliott puts this. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
17.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Goff. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
17.
From the 50, it's gone. And Wilson has it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
14.
To the air again. Goff. Wilson snags it left side. Touchdown, a great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Archer now looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now Archer throwing on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They go play action here on first down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking.
And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. They'll try to run with Breida, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Goff now looks to throw. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's Archer on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Operating from the gun, Archer. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Back to throw is Archer on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Archer, off play action. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63, that was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's gone. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
11.
From the gun, here's gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So out now come the Cardinals. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Archer now. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. 17. A shotgun snap for gone. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Gone. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go. 20. 14. 14.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st down, gone. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And he'll be taken down, but not at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy. He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. Here's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter. Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Gone!
Now Archer to throw on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Here's Archer operating from the gun. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Archer, that's complete, right around the 8. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to throw is Archer. From the gun, he'll throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation.